You guys, this film was so beautiful and elegant, and especially for a film in its genre. What inspired you to revisit the Warren storyline and come back and make a second Conjuring?
They have countless stories, countless stories, and this happens to be one of the most documented and the cases of haunting historically. This was a very popular case in Europe. I love portraying her. I love who she is. I adore her, and she's a friend now. And I really loved their collaboration. I loved them as a couple, and I like this guy.
Yeah, he's not bad.
And I like working with him.
Yes.
And I love being directed by James. So I couldn't wait to have round two.
Yes.
Well, it's very obvious in the film. It comes across. The chemistry's great.
I don't know why she's
Thank you.
laughing.
No.
I'm trying to take this seriously.
Obviously, clearly.
You know, you're a very serious journalist, and a
I'm very
serious actor,
serious.
and she is.
Faith is
See the
obviously a large part of the Warren story. Did that affect you at all, or the way you portrayed the characters?
I mean, I love it. I love, and I wouldn't say this is a faith-based movie. That
Right.
being said, I love that they don't run from their faith. I am fascinated by faith. I'm fascinated. I love playing different sides of spirituality. And I think this is the flip side of that. I, in my personal life, don't spend a lot of time dealing with demons and thinking about the dark side, but I am fascinated by these people who use who used the power of prayer and God to battle these forces. Because I think at the end of the day, it's about their love and their connection. But I love that we don't apologize for the faith.
And their very particular route to positivity is Roman Catholicism. You know, we have to honor that, but I think, but what I can really appreciate is the compassion, that they possessed, and the selflessness to put themselves in danger and to help someone.
Right. You are such an elegant filmmaker, truly.
Thank you.
You are. Who or what motivated you to get into the horror genre?
I think I saw scary movies at a very early age. I think, the early sort of Steven Spielberg films kind of got me very excited for that world, and it actually got me very fascinated by this sort of, this kind of filmmaking, the suspense style of filmmaking, and I've just been a big fan of that world, and so naturally, when I finally started delving into this, it just felt right for me to play in this space.
Okay. What brought you back to do a second Conjuring?
There were a couple of factors. I think, when I went off to work on Fast and Furious 7, it was such a great experience. I learned so much and I played on a much bigger canvas. But I think I started longing for, the sort of the quieter style of filmmaking, and I guess it just rejuvenated my love for the sort of the thriller style of filmmaking. And also, plus, getting the chance to work with Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga again was great. I had to come back. Those guys are the best.
They really are.
Yeah.
I screamed in the press screening. I grabbed onto the two strangers next to me.
And you guys became best friends.
Yes, we did. Pretty sure I'm never invited back, but it's fine. You guys were so fantastic in these, I'm sure you know. But
Thank you.
what inspired you to be a part of this project?
Do you want to? I mean, I think I really loved the script. When I read the script, I just thought it was such a solid script, and the characters were so intriguing. And then knowing that James was directing it and seeing the first Conjuring, just so much about that was appealing, I think. Yeah, it's just such a great story.
Yeah,
to tell.
I think that also it's based on a true story, and I think that immediately kind of took my interest, and I started doing research, and as I got deeper into that, it freaked me out a little bit. I freaked myself out.
Did you listen to the actual tapes? What
Yeah.
were your thoughts on those?
They're so scary.
It's so scary. I still have them on my computer, and every once in a while, like, they'll just start playing, and I'm like, oh wow, yeah, like that exists.
So, I'm just curious, has doing this film had any impact on your belief in the spiritual realm or demons or God?
I always thought there's probably something out there, and I believe in like dark energy and that kind of thing. But I wouldn't say I've become more like that because of the film. But it's been really interesting in terms of doing all that research and just being around that story for quite a while.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thanks for watching. To find out more about entertainment news that follows your values, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube, and like us on Facebook, so you can know before you go.